Welcome to Jonesboro, Arkansas, in Centennial Bank Stadium. First month of the season, teams starting to take shape, find out what they can do, and we will learn more here in Week 3. The Rockets headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Bringing it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Red Wolves offense will have the football first. There's a receiver who's going to draw some attention, Jesse, but really, he's just part of this whole offensive puzzle.
He hasn't been the most consistent guy when it comes to catching the ball for this offense this year, but he has had some big moments. He has had some big games as well. And, David, you know, from a roster standpoint, they're generally not going to overmatch or overwhelm anybody from the receiver spot, but this is a dude that can get it done.
I think that's the biggest point that you made. It's a guy that has the potential to make big plays. And if you're pointing to a guy, he is the one. Talking to coaches, like, they've seen flashes in big moments. They need to see it consistently, and it starts today.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass, it's Owens. Under pressure, he's got it. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Hauls it in. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down. And the Red Wolves line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. So Toledo's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Here comes the well-traveled Malachi Nelson. More than 300 yards and 3 scores in his last outing.
And Reese, man, he has been really, really good to start this season. Last week, excellent. But you do got that one loss on the ledger. But they've trusted him. They've put it in his hands. I think you want to see the consistency from the offense, Jesse, as it continues to grow, continues to get better throughout the season. But I've seen some great flashes.
Yeah, the amazing thing is when you talk to people on the inside of the program, they'll tell you if he can keep being consistent, play the way he did last week, they think they can go to the college football playoff. You mentioned the loss they have early in the year. They can't afford another one here in the middle of the season. He's got to play great today. But very quietly, they believe this could be a special year if this guy plays well.
They give it to him again. Brought down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Third and 6 yards to go. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And the Rockets will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Red Wolves come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Between the hashes, it's Lowry. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking for a gap. It's Murray. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker tried to tack a few more on the scoreboard, guys, and couldn't do it.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the snap, it's Smith. You'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Quarterback changing the play. Drops back, it's Nelson. Oh, pressure's coming. Left side is Stewart. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And those in-breaking routes, man, it's got to be trust. Trust in the offensive line to do their job, and then trust that you know your receiver is going to break that off and come straight down the line of scrimmage. Stay away from the defense, especially those guys that sit back there trying to look at the quarterback's eyes and read them. Nice timing on that in route.
Drops back on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. They want to throw it. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Sweet cut there. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. The Rockets, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Turning it on. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. To the air. It's Nelson. The screen, and watch out. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So now on comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They'll give it on the counter. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
You know they'd love to convert this 3rd down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Hands it off. Makes a man miss. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
And the Red Wolves have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Barrett. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Owens. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Throws it off the RPO. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO feed. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
They'll run it. It's Murray. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
They'll run the screen. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Oh, and he got a hand on it. It's blocked. That's a line right down the gut of the field. He's inside the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Toledo. Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll return it. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Guys, we'll see if this Red Bulls offense can get moving. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Murray. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4. The Red Wolves in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Quarterback keep. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Out wide left, it's Little.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The corners are walked up tight. Powers inside. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. And the Red Wolves will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Toledo hoping to get things going on this drive as the offense takes the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Sells to fake. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Fox. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Rockets come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Rockets come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. Firing deep. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. give to the back. Got maybe a yard, 3rd down and 9 coming.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rush right in his face. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arkansas State has it ready to go to work on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Owens. Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Red Wolves send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Fox. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game. And the Red Wolves will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. Offense working from the pistol. They'll open the second half with a run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They found a little running room out of the Wildcats, still short of the first down marker.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. It's Smith. Quick spin on the ride. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Catch in the middle, it's Allen. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Look out! Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. And the Rockets will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Red Wolves offense coming out to start the drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. The run inside. It's Murray. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
The Red Wolves decide to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. Toledo has the ball. Here comes the offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Down he goes. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck-up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
You got to love that if you're the head coach. Watching your defense and watching the big fella at D-tackle play with that kind of relentless pursuit to the football. One of the reasons it's hard to run against them is they've got everybody playing with effort. Did you see him fly to the football and make that play on the outside? That was awesome.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's one thing you want to see. You want to hear your coaches talk, and you want to see them back it up on the field.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Arkansas State ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield, it's Owens. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
They tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket, and he comes away with a sack.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Rockets. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Arkansas State ready to get this drive going. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And the Red Wolves will line up to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Making his first move. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Smith takes the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. So the final period starts with a second down play. Keep it on the ground. Nice move there. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Line gets set, first down.
Here we go, ready.
Quick give, it's Smith. They put the brakes on him.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Nice move there. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
I like that play call there. Third and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Hits the hole, it's Worley. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Between the uprights, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Guys, we'll see if this Red Wolves offense can get moving. So this offense has done nothing. No points on the board, and right now it's just about trying to save face. Rid of it on the RPO. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Murray. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
3rd and long right here. Defense in press coverage. Trying to do it himself. Got the first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Red Wolves are moving quickly down the field. Direct snap. Second and long here. Rides to the back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. And guys, hold that thought just a second because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Rush is on. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Swapped immediately. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit.